You are certified in Myers-Briggs personality test.
I am indeed.
Tell us a little bit about how this was and still is important for your work at AID.
There was a point where it seemed like it was so important in terms of understanding some of the dynamics of teamwork, and it still comes up in my courses, more as a way for me to help students understand why they might be going after these problems differently, thinking about them differently, or even articulating what they think in different ways or in different spans of time. You know, the extroverted thinkers are thinking out loud. The introverted thinkers have to kind of just mull things over before they really can give their opinion. And that has a big impact on helping people work effectively together within the training setting, but also trying to give them some information to help them understand some of the dynamics that might be going on within their own teams. And it is a way to get away from the personality issues and really sort of say, okay, we're really bringing different things to the table, we have different approaches, and just really trying to clarify that. Because the agency, you know, it's one of its key values is teamwork. And some teams work great together and some teams not so well. I think that it helps that way. You know, there was something else that you brought up earlier that I perhaps didn't flesh out so much. You were talking about the digital age and how has that changed our work, and I talked a little bit about how it works within the agency. But I think the other place and the more important area is how much it has influenced some of our projects. When you start taking the digital age and thinking about what does that mean for development, what does that mean about reaching your beneficiaries, just looking at what's happened with the Arab Spring and the use of social media in terms of bringing people together and communicating and making decisions to go out in the street and protest or to get together and go vote. Being able to use the digital age in a positive way, I think, is extremely important. And we're doing it in a lot of our projects. I mean, using cell phone technology in the banking sector. So people who never had access to banks because of the long distances now have a way to be communicating and accessing their banks. Teachers, using cell phone technology and tablets is very, very important in terms of not only staying up to date on their work, but also having communities of knowledge developing so the teachers who are feeling isolated can be speaking to each other, communicating with each other. So there's been a lot of different ways I think the agency has learned to use the new technology to really enhance our work and to really reach our beneficiaries.